I'm going to talk about 3 steps that you can use to make practical use of your drawings, and as I do that, I'm going to be inking all of these heads. Do you ever feel like your warm-up sketches or your practice drawings are sometimes a waste of time? Or maybe not a waste of time, but even a waste of paper? What are you going to use them for when they're done? Are they just going to sit in your sketchbook and collect dust and never be used again? Sure, they give you increased skills and ability in drawing, but when you're done, wouldn't you love to be able to use them? This is something that I never really thought to question when I was younger. I've been professionally illustrating for about 14 years, and I didn't think to even ask this question until about 5 years ago. It really bugged me, but then I thought, I have all of these ideas in my head. Why not put my practice drawings to work? Practice drawings or warm-up sketches are essential for developing your skills as an illustrator. But what should you do when you just don't know what to draw and nothing is inspiring you? If you're like me, not only do you get brain fog when it comes time to do a warm-up drawing, but there are dozens of story and project ideas floating around in your mind, and you have a difficult time honing in on just one of them because when you do, 5 other ideas weasel their way in, pulling you in all different directions. At first glance, these two problems may seem completely unrelated. But with a slight change in your mindset when approaching your warm-up sketches, you can completely transform this process into a world-building exercise for all of the passion projects fighting for attention in your mind. This way you can turn your warm-ups into something useful for future projects. The first practical approach that I've found is to use your practice drawings to develop characters and settings for future stories or projects. I don't know about you, but when I begin seeking reference images for warm-up sketches, my searching quickly becomes doom scrolling, and my time frame for the warm-up drawing has come to an end before I even put pencil to paper. Instead of randomly sketching, try to focus on designing various characters that you might use in some of the future stories that may be brewing in your mind. Protagonists, antagonists, and side characters are all necessary in your stories, so use this time to develop your own. Bring life to the ideas that are rattling around in your mind. Not only will you be improving your drawing skills, but you're also creating a library of characters that you can file away for later use once you're ready to start your project. Over time, you can refine these characters and incorporate them into more detailed illustrations. Secondly, where do all of these characters live and breathe? What types of tools would they use in their professions or hobbies? Using the same approach, you can explore different environments and settings through your warm-up sketches by imagining and drawing various scenes such as bustling cityscapes, serene countrysides, or fantastical worlds. You can build an abundant library of environments that enhance your storytelling. This will allow you to experiment with perspective, lighting, and color schemes, which are crucial for creating immersive worlds through your illustration. Consequently, when it's time to work on a project, you will have a wide range of environments that can be quickly adapted and expanded upon as you need for your stories. The key word is experiment. You should always be thinking of your warm-up sketches as experiments. This mindset should free your mind of thinking your drawing needs to be perfect and will help you accomplish some creative problem solving. The third approach to consider is using your practice time to experiment, there's that word again, with different art styles and techniques that might help you come up with a different direction for some of your projects. Maybe you draw one thing and it leads to a whole new story idea or a side quest in one of your existing stories. Whether it's trying out a new medium such as watercolor or digital painting, or experimenting with different line styles and textures, this experimentation can lead to some unique and inspiring results. By integrating these new styles and techniques into your practice sessions, you can discover the best methods to convey the mood and tone of your stories, making the final projects more dynamic and engaging. If you struggle with developing your own unique style, one bonus of experimenting with other existing styles is that you get to discover the drawing style that works for you and one that could become your own style. Practice drawings can serve as valuable tools for the narrative development of your stories. If you sketch key scenes or moments from your stories, it can help you visualize the narrative flow and pacing. Especially in comics, where each page can have a number of different types of panels that move the story along. These preliminary sketches can act almost like a storyboard, allowing you to experiment with composition, character placement, timing, and action sequences. This not only enhances your drawing skills, but also strengthens your ability to tell a compelling story through your illustrations. By focusing on character, setting, and style, when the time comes to create the final illustrations, or to pull those stories out of the file cabinet of your mind and start working on them, you have a clear roadmap to follow. When you align your practice drawings with your artistic projects, you will have plenty of information filed away, making the process more efficient and focused. This strategic approach not only improves your technical skills, but also ensures that every drawing session is a step towards creating compelling and cohesive illustrations for your stories. No longer will that blank sheet of paper be a reflection of your mind when brain fog kicks in and it comes time to draw. Now that you have a plan of action, go forth and draw. Oh, and after you've implemented this strategy, come back and let me know in the comments how it's going. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and maybe if you have any other ideas on how to utilize your practice drawings for the greater good of your stories. Oh, and if you've abandoned Adobe, check out this video for another program that has a live trace feature similar to Adobe Illustrator. It's the one that I use, and it is excellent.